Actions often speak louder than words. For some celebrities, their actions are always scrutinized, and though this can sometimes lead to praise, it can also lead to backlash and cancellations. Some celebrities have just gone too far in some cases, and in 2021 this has caused some controversies among celebrities and fans. Let's talk about that today as we count down the top 10 celebrities who crossed the line in 2021 Part 2. At number 10, Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell is known to most as the record executive responsible for signing One Direction, Little Mix, and many other successful music artists. He's also known for being a judge on The X Factor, American Idol, and America's Got Talent, so you no doubt know who he is. Simon has been known for being the mean judge on these talent shows, but now Simon is being exposed for his music label being toxic and abusive. John and Edward Grimes, better known in the music world as Jedward, went on a tweeting spree earlier this year as they spilled the beans on Simon Cowell and his record label Psycho, where they made allegations that they've been taking advantage of their artists for years. This isn't a new thing, however, as the label has been blasted by other artists like Cher Lloyd and Rebecca Ferguson as they've spoken out about the conditions that they've had to work under while under contract. In their tweets, Jedward praised One Direction, calling them survivors because of what they've had to endure. This whole rant started when they were given One Direction's contract by accident, and after reading it fully, they decided to expose Simon and his label because of how unfair the contract really was. Judging by how many times Simon has been called out for the treatment of his artists and the reaction from Jedward after reading One Direction's contract, I think it's safe to say that Simon definitely went too far with this one and crossed the line with his artists. At number 9, Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X has been finding a lot of success recently, but he's also found himself in some hot water as well. Back in March of this year, Lil Nas X released his song Montero, or Call Me By Your Name, and both the song and subsequent music video was hit with a ton of backlash. The song included some adult themes, as it would because this is a kids bop, but the majority of the backlash for this release came from the rapper's music video. The video had a heaven and hell theme and included Nas doing some adult dancing for the devil, so to speak. A lot of people, especially some political figures, didn't like the video because of how raunchy it was and because of the biblical imagery, and and themes, as they said it was offensive and corrupting young audiences. But to add to that backlash, Nas also got into some pretty big trouble when he released a collaborative shoe with Mischief that they called the Satan shoe. These sneakers were a redesign of the Nike Air Max 97s, and because this design wasn't authorized by Nike, Nas and Mischief got into some pretty big trouble. They also faced backlash for putting a quote, single drop of human blood in the sole of the shoe. A lot of people thought Nas crossed a line with this whole release, but others saw this as just pure creativity. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts down in the comments. Now before I carry on with the list, I would like to ask you guys to consider leaving a big ol' thumbs up on this video if you're enjoying it so far, and also consider checking out my gaming channel Viper Girl if gameplay content is something that you're interested in. At number 8, Piers Morgan. One person who people really think crossed a line this year is TV presenter Piers Morgan, because a lot of people thought his harsh comments about Meghan Markle were uncalled for and aggressive. After Meghan and Prince Harry did their interview with Oprah, everyone was talking about what was said. The inside scoop that the public got on life in the royal family was a bombshell in itself, but when it came to the information Meghan shared about her mental health, that's where things got messy because people just love having an opinion on other people's mental well-being. Piers went about sharing his opinions on Meghan's well-being on air of Good Morning Britain, and he said, quote, that he didn't believe a word that she said. After Piers made those harsh comments, he started to face massive backlash from all sides, as people said that his comments on Meghan's mental health were diminishing and disrespectful, some even saying that his comments were fueled by sexism and racism. The studio he worked for, as well as Piers himself, started receiving harsh comments, and so he actually decided to leave his position at Good Morning Britain. Since then, Piers has said that he refuses to apologize for his actions and has been cancelled for it. At number 7, Ben Stiller. Recently, actor Ben Stiller, known for his roles in Meet the Fockers and Night at the Museum, has been facing backlash online for his comments on nepotism in Hollywood, and some people think that he crossed the line. This all happened after it was announced that a big budget film was being made by Sean Penn's son, Steven Spielberg's daughter, and Stephen King's son. Basically, the film is being made by the kids of some of the biggest names in Hollywood. One person pointed out that most of the success in Hollywood is given to people with big names or pre-existing fame, showing that smaller creators in the industry don't make it as big as those who already have a leg up in the field. Ben Stiller hit back by saying that Hollywood is made up of people who have talent, not necessarily because of their connections, and people just had to point out how hypocritical his comments were because Ben himself is the son of another big Hollywood name. This really just became a conversation about privilege in Hollywood, and because of Ben's comments, he's been facing mass scrutiny. Do you think that Ben crossed the line here? Let me know. At number 6, Anthony Mackie. Marvel actor Anthony Mackie faced some backlash earlier this year when a resurfaced interview caused fans to seek accountability for some of the comments that he made regarding women. The interview in question was a clip from an old Wendy Williams spot where he was heard making sexist remarks, saying that a woman's role is to, quote, make daddy a sandwich. During his interview, Anthony and Wendy were having a conversation about the idea of gender roles in a relationship, and Anthony's responses were seen as crossing the line. In the interview, Anthony also went on to defend this mentality of women needing to serve their partners, giving an example saying, quote, you better believe it, so you make daddy a sandwich. If I'm outside cutting the grass, bring daddy some lemonade. It's hot outside and I'm cutting all this grass. A lot of fans were taken aback by the actor's comments, calling them sexist and misogynistic, and resulting in the actor facing minor cancellation on social media. His cancellation didn't really stick as he bounced back thanks to the popularity that came from the Disney Plus series Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but people still exposed him and his actions and held him accountable. At number 5, Kim Kardashian. Kim K seems to have a hard time with naming her brands because she's facing backlash yet again for trying to trademark a name that has pretty much already been taken. Kim was trying to trademark the name Skin, spelled S-K-K-N, but it turns out that there's another brand called Skin Plus, spelled the same way, and the company has sent Kim a cease and desist as a result of this branding drama. Skin Plus is a black-owned business that has been around since 2018 and they sell beauty products, as does Kim, so these two brands are clashing, and some fans have been thinking that Kim has crossed the line with this one, believing that she's trying to steamroll this other business. Skin Plus's attorneys released a statement saying that they are doubtful that Kim and her legal team were unaware of this other brand, which has people feeling a little uneasy about this whole debate. What are your thoughts on this? Leave your opinions down in the comments. At number 4, David Dobrik. Earlier this year, YouTuber and former Viner David Dobrik was caught in a massive scandal on the platform that derailed his career for a while. He was one of the most popular creators on the platform until this scandal blew up his career online. David's popularity has since fallen after people started coming forward with allegations of assault and bullying against David, as well as his Vlog Squad friends. Former members of David's YouTube friend group also came forward calling David out for bullying and creating a toxic environment, as well as orchestrating pranks that resulted in one friend getting assaulted, and on top of that, a former fan also came forward naming a Vlog Squad member as the person who assaulted them while they were under the influence, and also exposed David for filming part of the alleged. This was certainly a case of crossing a line because of how many people were hurt by David's actions. He's made several apology videos and most of the heat has died down, but many fans say that they won't see the YouTuber the same way after this scandal. At number 3, Butch Hartman. Butch Hartman, the artist known for creating popular Nickelodeon shows like Fairly OddParents and Danny Phantom, was exposed by fans online after Twitter users accused him of plagiarizing another artist's work. Butch has been doing commissioned drawings for fans for the last little while, and when completed, he sometimes posts some of them on social media to show off what he's been creating as a way of promoting his services to his followers, but recently one of his commissioned posts was used to expose the artist for plagiarism. One fan noticed that one of his posts, where he did a drawing of a character from the anime Attack on Titan, looked a little too familiar until they realized that Butch had plagiarized this drawing. Butch profited off the stolen artwork of another artist and sold this piece for a pretty hefty price, as he would normally sell a commissioned piece like this for around $200, so to find out that someone has been profiting so much off stolen work is a huge no-no. It was also revealed that this isn't the first time he's been caught plagiarizing artwork, so not only has he crossed the line once, but he's done it multiple times. At number 2, DaBaby. Rapper DaBaby is currently one of the latest celebrities to be cancelled online, and it seems to be getting worse for him as he crossed the line after he said some pretty offensive things while on stage performing at Rolling Loud in Miami. While on stage, the rapper made some comments about the gay community as well as HIV and AIDS, calling it a, quote, deadly sexually transmitted disease that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. He also went on to say some more homophobic things about gay men that also added fuel to the fire. Celebrities like Dua Lipa and Elton John have condemned the rapper's comments and have tried to educate the public on how what the rapper said was wrong and damaging, and many have been trying to educate the public specifically on HIV and AIDS to put the stigma spread by DaBaby's comments to rest. The rapper's cancellation has also affected his social standing, as he was recently fired from the governor's ball because of his offensive comments. And finally, at number 1, Billie Eilish. Fans of Billie Eilish have been seen holding the Grammy winner accountable after a video resurfaced showing them mouthing an Asian slur in a song, imitating an Asian accent, and, quote, using a black scent. Billie took accountability for these actions and issued an apology, but the singer also started facing backlash after another video resurfaced that had people calling for accountability again. The video in question was an interview from when she was younger where she was talking about her favorite cartoon character from a show called The Boondocks. This character was based on the theme of white women profiting off black culture, and when Billie said that she related to this character, fans weren't happy. She seems to have crossed the line a couple times recently, and a lot of people are pointing out how all of Billie's insensitive actions are being exposed all at once, and as she faces hit after hit, it seems to be affecting her career. But since she's still riding the wave of success from her newest album drop, we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens with the singer. Now I want you guys to tell me about the last time you really goofed up. It could be a recent embarrassing mistake or the worst thing you think you've ever done. Come share all of the juicy details down in the comments. Anyways, that's it for me. I've been your host, Brie Room, and until next time, stay safe, make good choices, and stay groovy, friends. Bye!